tailed hawk. Isn't it beautiful?
Enchanting. Breathing.
Oh, isn't it all beautiful?
Not so bad.
Good. That's God entering you through Father and the family. Isn't it wonderful? I want you to feel welcome.
I am. I do.
Really?
Wish I could call my family.
Father will tell us when the time is right. Besides, we're your family.
I know. I'm just so tired.
It's difficult following the one true path, but so rewarding.
Just once, I wish I could sleep through the night without them waking me up to pray.
Oh, I felt that way in the beginning too. But then it passes. You see, you'll have more energy than you've ever had in your life.
Don't you miss home? Walking through the woods together?
You have to leave.
I can't.
You have to. This is an important occasion. It's your first time helping to prepare evening prayer.
Eric, what if I hadn't come?
Oh, I knew you would. After Father met you, he said to me, she will be the most blessed addition to the family. Those were his exact words.
I'll go freshen up.
Hurry. Oh, remember.
I know. No makeup.
Oh, I think I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You're so beautiful.
Hi.
A family wants an exit counseling for their son. Today of all days, I told him I don't do that anymore.
I'm sorry. I mean, bless you.
And you. Oh, maybe I can help. Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Walsh.
I'm Peter. This is my wife, Sue.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to
Mr.
meet
Jackson.
Our son, Isaiah.
Oh, Isaiah. Nice to meet you.
Did you have a good flight?
Oh, fine. I hope you don't mind us meeting here. I've found that a neutral setting is usually best. Please, have a seat. Isaiah, you can put that anywhere. So, are you planning on heading back from here?
Christmas is over.
We asked Isaiah to stay another week, but he was in a hurry to get back.
That's why we wanted to meet you today.
Now, Isaiah, your parents
How
asked...
was your Christmas?
I don't think about Christmas.
We had a nice Christmas. Didn't we have a nice Christmas?
Yes.
Very nice.
Well, Isaiah, your parents asked me to meet with you today to offer you some information that might be helpful. Now, I want you to know that I'm not here to tell you what you should believe in or what you shouldn't believe in.
Santa Claus, for instance.
We're not here to judge you. We are just here to offer information and support.
You know, I really appreciate that. Lately, I feel I've been heading in the wrong direction. I've been plagued by self-doubt.
You have?
Oh, plagued. Maybe with your help, I can find the right path.
Absolutely. I'll do whatever I can.
I bet you've given that speech 100 times.
I mean every word of it.
Being sincere isn't the same as being right.
Isaiah.
That's interesting. Let's talk about that.
Yes, let's.
The world is full of people who sincerely believe things that are demonstratively false. Now, personally, I find that very frustrating, but as a professional, I'm only concerned when an individual, well, a leader, if you will, exploits...
Sorrow's End is not a cult, no matter what my parents may have told you.
I prefer not to use that term.
Why not? Cult too confrontational?
It's an emotionally charged term.
Too alienating?
Well, for some people it can be. So, Sorrow's End. I tried to look up, let's see if I can pull it up here. I tried to look up some information online, and I wasn't able to, so I also called a couple of my colleagues who seemed very surprised to hear from me. They also drew a blank.
We don't believe in living a virtual life.
Neither do I. Unfortunately, most people seem to, so. Tell me a little bit about Sorrow's End.
The only way I can describe it is love.
Is that what Sorrow's End represents to you? Tell me a little something about your leader. Where did he come from? What did he do before Sorrow's End?
He was a failed painter.
Painter.
Yes, if only the Art Academy in Austria had accepted him, then none of this would have happened. Is that what you're looking for?
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit about day-to-day life in Sorrow's End.
You promised you would try.
I promised I would come.
Say something.
Now do you see what we've been dealing with?
This is completely normal. It's actually all part of the process. Isaiah, I appreciate your willingness to meet today. Your parents called me because they've noticed a change in you.
I have changed. For the first time in my life, I'm happy.
That's interesting.
Is it?
Well, happiness can be a very powerful feeling.
You don't seem happy.
Isaiah.
Enough.
Happiness can also be deceptive. Coercive groups do.
Is that the term you prefer?
Yes, they sometimes create a sense of dependency in their members, and that dependency sometimes can lead members to contemplate doing things they would have never thought of before they joined. Your parents asked me to meet with you today because, quite frankly, they're concerned.
Is that true?
Yes, we are very concerned.
We are very worried about Isaiah.
They don't seem very concerned, do they?
Well, we are. Right, dear?
That's why we called you.
My job is an exit counselor.
I know what you are.
Good.
Leader told us all about deprogrammers. How you try to poison our minds, twist everything around.
I'm not a deprogrammer. I'm an exit counselor. Back in the 1970s, when coercive groups were a fairly new phenomenon, there were some people who
You
were
play a
over-
lot of semantic games, Mr. Jackson. Coercive groups, exit counselors.
It's not semantics. Words take on meaning in a cultural context. If they don't mean what you mean, you have to change them.
Isn't this a coercive group?
No.
3 people in a room trying to convince one person to believe something?
We're not here to
At all
coerce you.
costs?
Absolutely not. That's not our goal.
But you do have a goal,
Yes, to share.
a purpose,
Yes.
an agenda,
No.
a plan of attack.
No.
I thought sincerity was important.
Isaiah, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I spent 6 years in a coercive group called the Family of Light. I was 19 years old, and I thought I discovered a world where love won out, where everybody was good and pure, and everything was beautiful. The sense of community was extraordinary. I devoted my entire being to the Family of Light.
I'm sorry. That's a stupid name.
I didn't create the name.
But you did join the cult. Sorry, coercive group.
I always say that the coercive group chooses the members as much as the members choose the group. Now, most people at some point in their lives are vulnerable to the things that coercive groups claim to offer. Young people, for example, when they are going off to college for the first time and are alone, are prime targets.
What about couples?
Couples.
Couples who join cults. They aren't alone. They shouldn't be as vulnerable, right?
Not necessarily. And usually one of them will join first and then invite the other to join the group afterwards. Why?
There's a couple in the group. They've been followers of the